Okay folks, Tommy Cowett here at GrowinGreen on the lawn and on the plots, and we just got the data for the first portion of this seedling soil amendment study, which I was assessing early on the development of this tall fescue, the seedling emergence. And these plots were seeded on October 30th. So we started taking these assessments, some of the studies. I'm getting ready to do my regular assessments of the plots today of the, quality, color, density, and then overall cover. And then we're going to look at leaf stage now, which is maturity. We're going to start looking at how many leaves each plant has. We're starting to go from just one leaf stage, which is what I'm about to show you the results of that, to start to see how they mature over time and put on 2 leaves, then 3, and then they begin to tiller and really develop into something. So we'll be looking today at leaf stage and quantifying that, but want to show you the results of the soil amendment study on seedling emergence. Now, we started taking these readings on the 10th of November 24th, and if you can see, I'll just get rid of that. We have our control, we have Turfgrass, we have starter fert, the Mirimichi, Holganix, McGill, and AMP. Those are the different soil amendments that we use at GrowinGreen. And I can show you starting out here. This was a day 2. And actually these were 5 observation points taken across this 2-week period here from the 10th to the 24th. As you can see here, the McGill compost, I'm not surprised at this at all. The McGill really helped get these plants off to a great start early on, really quickly. But then after a while, everything's starting to level out, as you can see that. Next one, second one, was Holganix, really following that same pattern, as well as the Mirimichi. Those 3 were just about equal, and you got to about 4th day after everything started to germinate. And then the other ones, the starter fertilizer, the Turfgrass, the AMP, these things kind of laid low on the bottom, but they're all leveling out. So you can see, I'm not surprised. The Turfgrass is a calcite clay, so it offers very little in the way of fertility at all. To not be biased at all on any of this, I don't want to know what these plots are, and I don't. And I try not to be. However, there's 2. Somebody might say that there is a little bit of bias here because it's obvious which plots, or early on it was obvious this is a McGill plot. You can still see some of the compost on the soil. And then as far as the Turfgrass goes, that's pretty obvious as well. They were applied separately. If I could show you a McGill Turfgrass plot, here's one. And you can still see the Turfgrass, but we're getting cover. We're going to start doing maintenance fertilizations on these plots. You can see we're almost, getting 100% cover over all the plots. There's grass coming up everywhere. It'll equal out, and then we'll start, of course, the studies to determine whether we're going to be able to alleviate stress or keep the plant going. We can even divide these 10 by 10s into 5 by 10s and do split replications of other studies in the future on these plots. So just want to share that with you folks. Got it in. It looks like McGill, the compost, allowed for quicker seedling emergence than the others. It probably held more moisture and just allowed for better seedling emergence over the first 10 days, which might be important going down the road. We'll see. We'll see how this all plans out. The whole idea is to try to improve the soil here by amending it with these various materials and we'll see what we get. But right now I got some work to do as far as just getting my readings and going forward. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of stuff, subscribe down below and you'll see the study as it progresses from now through the winter and on into the spring and next summer, when we'll really see if these soil amendments are helping us. Tommy Cowett signing out from GrowinGreen. Hope y'all having a great one. Bye-bye.